Faith and Entertainment. Appreciate you being here. Today's video is the conclave to elect a new pope to begin today. The cardinals present in Rome have agreed to begin the conclave today on May the 7th, 2025. Date was set on Monday morning by approximately 180 cardinals present, just over 100 of whom are electors, gathered for the 5th General Congregation in the Vatican. The conclave will take place in the Vatican Sistine Chapel, which will remain closed to visitors during those days. So what happens during the conclave? Conclave will be preceded by a solemn Eucharistic celebration with a votive Mass pro elegno, help me with this, Elegendo Romano Pontifex, attended by the cardinal electors. In the afternoon, the cardinal electors proceed in solemn procession to the Sistine Chapel, where the conclave begins to elect a new pope. At the end of the procession, inside the Sistine Chapel, each cardinal elector takes the oath as prescribed in paragraph 53 of the Universi Dominici Gregis. Through this oath, they commit, if elected, to faithfully fulfill, a lot of Latin here, the munus patronum as pastor of the Universal Church, and I don't speak Latin, by the way. They also pledge to maintain absolute secrecy regarding everything related to the election of the Roman pontiff, and to remain from supporting any attempts to external interference in the election. At this point, the master of the pontifical liturgical celebrations proclaims extra omnes, meaning that all individuals who are not part of the conclave must leave the Sistine Chapel. Only the master himself and the ecclesiastic designated to deliver the second meditation remain. The meditation focuses on the grave responsibility that rests upon the electors and the necessity of acting with pure intentions for the good of the Universal Church, keeping only God before their eyes. Once a meditation is delivered, both the ecclesiastic and the master of pontifical liturgical celebrations leave. The cardinal electors then recite prayers according to the Ordos. I'm going to just pass by this. And listen to the cardinal dean, who asks whether they are ready to proceed with voting or if any clarifications regarding the rules and procedures. All election procedures take place exclusively in the Sistine Chapel, with the Vatican Apostolic Palace, which remains completely sealed off until the election is concluded. Throughout the election process, excuse me, the cardinal electors must refrain from sending letters or engaging in conversations, including phone calls, except in cases of extreme urgency. They are not allowed to send or receive messages of any kind, receive newspapers or magazines of any nature, or follow radio or television broadcasts. To validly elect a new pope, 2/3 majority of the electors present is required. If the total number of electors is not even divisible by 3, an additional vote is necessary. If voting begins on the afternoon of the first day, there will be only one ballot. On subsequent days, 2 ballots are held in the morning and 2 in the afternoon. After the votes are counted, all ballots are burned. If the ballot was inconclusive, a chimney positioned over the Sistine Chapel emits black smoke. If a pope is elected, white smoke will billow out of the chimney. If the electors fail to reach an agreement on a candidate after 3 days of inconclusive voting, a break of up to 1 day is allowed for prayer, free discussion among voters, and brief spiritual exhortation by the Cardinal Dominic Mamberti. Once the cardinals have elected a new pope, the most junior of the cardinal deacons, called the secretary of the College of Cardinals, and the master of pontifical liturgical celebrations into the Sistine Chapel. The most senior cardinal, speaking on behalf of all electors, asks for the elected candidates' consent with the following words: "Do you accept your canonical election as Supreme Pontiff?" Upon receiving the consent, he then asks, "What name do you wish to be called?" The functions of a notary with 2 masters of ceremonies acting as witnesses are carried out by the master of pontifical liturgical celebrations, who drafts the document of acceptance and records the chosen name. For the moment, the newly elected pope acquires full and supreme authority over the Universal Church. Conclave ends immediately at this point. Cardinal electors then pay homage and pledge obedience to the new pope, and thanks are given to God. The cardinal proto-deacon then announces to be faithful in the election and the name of the new pontiff with the famous line, sorry, dudes, this is in really hard Latin, and I'm not even going to attempt it. Immediately afterward, the new pope gives the blessing from the Loggia of the St. Peter's Basilica. The final step required is that after the solemn inauguration ceremony of the pontificate, and within a suitable time, the new pope formally takes possession of the patriarchal Archbasilica of St. John Lateran. Way too much Latin in there for me, but it was the best source that I could find as far as trying to explain what happens during the conclave and after. And I just pray we get a really good pope, and that God puts the wisdom in those cardinals' heads and hearts, and they choose the right one. All I got for you guys. Hope you enjoyed this. Please don't forget to subscribe. Just like this video. I'd appreciate it. Have a great day. God bless you. And I'm praying for you.